Thank you very much. The gentleman, Mr. Kelly, please do not leave because I want you to know that I am more offended as an African-American woman than you will ever be.
And so if you run out of facts, I guess the next thing you have to go to is discrimination. And when we talk this way, it is so divisive, but that's the platform. Let's divide them. Let's try to separate them. The color of the skin, the shape of their eye, their gender. Let's make sure that we can make every statement possible to show that there are bad people out there doing things to other folks. And it's only by discrimination that these things get done. I will tell you, I am greatly offended as a member of the automobile industry and as someone who has served thousands of people. If you think the dealers are that bad, please go to your hometown and look at the Little League fence and find out whose names.
Representative Maxine Waters and Representative Mike Kelly clashed during a heated debate on the House floor over allegations of discrimination in the auto industry. What began as a policy disagreement quickly turned into a tense exchange, with Kelly forcefully defending both his family's business and the broader role of local auto dealerships. Let's jump straight into the footage.
Mr. Speaker and members, I'm sitting here appalled at what I'm hearing from the opposite side of the aisle. The fact that they would use a Congressional Review Act to attack guidance and then have the audacity to say in resolution that they can never, ever again in perpetuity ever have anything like this again. I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentlelady reserves. Gentleman from Texas.
Mr. Speaker, at this time, I am very pleased to yield 2 minutes to the gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Kelly, an outstanding member of the Ways and Means Committee and chair of the Congressional Auto Caucus.
The gentleman from Pennsylvania is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you very much for giving me some time. I know I just heard the phrase that I am appalled by what's taking place on the floor today. I would tell you, I join in those comments, and I really do believe that. For a person whose family's been in the automobile business since 1953 and sold thousands and thousands of cars to people of any color, it doesn't matter the color of the person buying the car. Do we match them up with the transportation need that they were looking for? And were we able to arrange financing that was affordable to them? You cannot be in business for 65 years doing it the wrong way. And to impugn the integrity of the automobile people is absolutely beyond reproach. And so if you run out of facts, I guess the next thing you have to go to is discrimination. And when we talk this way, it is so divisive, but that's the platform. Let's divide them. Let's try to separate them. The color of the skin, the shape of their eye, their gender. Let's make sure that we can make every statement possible to show that there are bad people out there doing things to other folks. And it's only by discrimination that these things get done. I will tell you, I am greatly offended as a member of the automobile industry and as someone who has served thousands of people. If you think the dealers are that bad, please go to your hometown and look at the Little League fence and find out whose name's out there. Look at your high school programs and see who it is that's funding all these things. Go to any charity and see who's on the list of who takes care of people. To sit here today and have to listen that somehow this is discriminatory just adds to the fact that when you're out of facts, when you don't know what you're talking about and what you've never done. Not one of your people have ever been on the floor and had tried, not this floor, I'm talking about the automobile floor. You know an awful lot about laptops, but you know nothing about blacktop. You get on that floor, you get on that lot, and you work with people to make sure they can have affordable transportation. Affordable transportation. Rather than this person trying to arrange financing by himself or herself, we rely on a dealer who has great heft within the financial community and to talk to lenders and say, we have a great customer here who's looking to buy a car. We need you to work with us to get them in this transportation. How in the world can you reduce this down to discrimination? We are doing the same thing every day that you are doing. We are trying to make sure that we're making America great every day in every way. And the best way to do that is to stop talking about discrimination and start talking about the nation. We're coming together as a people in spite of what you say. Thank you, gentlemen. I yield back.
Gentleman's time has expired. Members are reminded to address their remarks to the chair. The gentleman from Texas reserves. The gentlelady from California.
Thank you very much. The gentleman, Mr. Kelly, please do not leave because I want you to know that I am more offended as an African-American woman than you will ever be. And this business about making America great again, it is your president that's dividing this country. And don't talk to me about the fact that we don't understand what happens on the automobile. No, I will not yield. No, I will not yield.
Okay.
Don't tell me that we don't understand. That's the attitude that's been given toward women time and time again.
The gentlelady will suspend. The chair wishes to remind all members that they are to address their remarks to the chair.
I respect the chair, but don't stop me in the middle when you didn't stop him in the middle. And so I shall continue. Don't you dare talk to me like that and think that somehow women don't understand what goes on the floor of automobile dealers.
Minded to direct her remarks to the chair. The gentlelady will continue in order.
I will continue to do that. However, I don't appreciate that you did not interrupt him when he was making those outrageous remarks about him knowing more about discrimination than I know about discrimination. I resent that, and I resent the remark about making America great again. He's down here making a speech for this dishonorable president of the United States of America. Having said that, I reserve the balance of my time, and no, I do not yield not 1 second to you. Not 1 second. Not 1 second to you.
Political debates often become flashpoints over broader social issues, and this exchange was no exception. Representative Mike Kelly pushed back against accusations that automobile dealerships engage in systemic discrimination, arguing that broad claims against an entire industry unfairly damage the reputations of thousands of business owners. Kelly challenged the idea that discrimination should be the default explanation for every disparity, warning that conversations centered solely on race or identity can deepen divisions rather than solve problems. He argued that most local dealerships succeed by serving customers from every background, and that long-term businesses depend on treating people fairly. Drawing from his family's decades in the automobile industry, Kelly emphasized that dealerships focus on helping customers find reliable transportation regardless of race, gender, or background. He maintained that a business cannot remain successful for generations without earning the trust of its community. If you enjoy in-depth breakdowns of congressional hearings, political debates, and major moments from Capitol Hill, be sure to subscribe. We cover the biggest exchanges, examine the arguments from multiple perspectives, and bring you the moments everyone is talking about. Kelly then contrasted the work of local businesses with what he described as the disconnect between Washington and everyday Americans. He argued that dealerships not only sell vehicles but also support local schools, youth sports, charities, and community organizations. According to Kelly, these businesses are deeply invested in the communities they serve and understand the financial challenges facing working families. As the debate intensified, Waters strongly objected to several of Kelly's remarks, and the exchange became increasingly animated. Both lawmakers stood firmly behind their positions, with neither side backing away from its arguments. The disagreement reflected larger national debates surrounding discrimination, economic opportunity, and the relationship between government oversight and private businesses. By the conclusion of the discussion, Kelly had focused his remarks on defending the role of local auto dealers and questioning broad accusations against the industry, while Waters maintained that concerns about discrimination deserved continued scrutiny. The exchange quickly drew attention online, with supporters of both lawmakers arguing that their representative had made the stronger case. What did you think about this House floor debate between Mike Kelly and Maxine Waters? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more political analysis, and share it with others. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.